Hey guys, and welcome back to another edition of Hab's Virtual Art Class. We're continuing on with the Mother's Day theme, and we're going to continue on with some origami today. Tomorrow we have a special thing for Mother's Day that we're going to do, but for the past couple days and today we're doing some quick, simple things. So some ideas, little folded presents. So here today we're going to do the box, and with the optional lid. So you're actually going to need not one piece of paper. You're going to need, where's my paper? Where's my paper? Come here. 2 pieces of paper and a pair of scissors. So first off, line up both sheets of paper because, like usual, we need to start off with a square piece of paper. So if you go ahead and do this, put them both together, you can, simplify it a little bit. We're going to take the top, line it up along the side of there, perfect. That gives us the perfect square, because we're going to cut this off, this little, these make wonderful bookmarks, by the way. A lot of you guys in my classes, when we do this, a lot of times you guys take this extra piece and turn it into a bookmark, or you turn it into a roller, fold it in half, and tape it down. Okay, so you don't need these little extra bookmarks. You can save them back, do something else. Okay, now you got 2 squares. So we're going to set one of the squares to the side, and we're going to do the bottom part of the box first. Okay, so you've already got that crease in it, right? So now I'm going to fold from this corner to this corner, lining up those lines. If I go too fast, you can pause it any time, okay? Open it back up. You have your X marks the spot, all right? There your X marks the spot. Now, I'm going to take and I'm going to fold it in half, bottom to top. So, just like this. Okay, I'll open it. Now I'm going to turn it, and I want to fold bottom to top, lining those 2 lines up. What this does is it gives you a star on the bottom. It also helps it make it easier to line it up for the next few pieces that you're going to do. Okay, so now you have the beautiful little 6-sided star, right? Okay, now for this next step, it's kind of like some of the other things we've done. You'll notice them when we do a lot of origami, they all start to kind of look similar. We're going to fold this into the middle. You don't want to go, you want to butt up to those lines, but don't go across them, okay? Makes it harder. And I always go opposite edges. You can do it however you want to. I just find it's easier for me to line it up better if I do it opposite to opposite. See, notice I don't want to overlap those. Okay, so now I have a smaller square. I still got all my lines. Now I'm going to take the bottom part and fold it up to the middle. Okay, turn it around. Do the same thing with this side. So notice those are going right up next to each other. See how close they are? No overlapping, just putting them next to each other as close as you can. Okay, so then I'm going to open those back up, go back to this square, and now I'm going to fold the bottom to the middle. This one's kind of easy and repetitive because everything you do, you kind of do on all 4 sides in a sense. And then it gets even more repetitive when you go to make the lid, because guess what? The lid's the exact same thing, only a little bit difference. Okay, so then I open this back up. So now I'm back to my original, well, not my original square, but I'm a square within a square. The reason for this is to help us out with the next few parts. This eventually smaller square in the middle is going to be your base. These are going to be your walls. I'll show you how it works. Okay, so flatten. You're going to pull these out like this, right? Now, I flip it over at this point, face down, because you can see the X mark spot. I want to strengthen those up. But backwards on their own. So you can kind of see where the X mark already is, like from here to here. And so it kind of wants to fold itself But you just want to make sure you line it up pretty good. And the reason why I do this, you don't have to, but I find that it helps out whenever it comes to the final steps. So I'm gonna flip it back over. Okay, so now I've got this hexagon shape with 2 little triangles on the inside. I'm going to, you see this line that goes right across here. These want to fold in anyway, so just do that. And then turn around and do the same thing on the other side. So now I have the base and 2 sides. Now remember how we turned it over a minute ago and did the X marks the spot backwards? This is where that comes in handy. See how easier that makes that right there? These 2, they already want to go in. They want to touch. And it brings up that side, right? See it on the other side. And then that folds over and in on the lines that were already there. And that squeezes in right there. See? And if you want, you can always put a little tape on the inside. But then over here, see how they want to squeeze in right there? Pull that up. So squeeze, squish, right? Squish, and just roll it over. So now you have the little base of the box. Pardon me. Excuse me. My allergies. Okay, so now this is the bottom of the box. We're going to set this to the side. We'll come back later. I'm going back to the other sheet. So you've already got that line. So now we pretty much repeat everything that we did. So this is a good way to practice this one because you learn how to make the base of the box real easy. So I got my X marks the spot, turning it, folding it in half again. The more you practice this one, a lot of these, the more you practice it, you start to remember after a while. And you get to the point where, I mean, all this in here, like these, I've done these for so long, that I'm doing this from my head. Anyway, so, nope, Leo, nope, sorry. I have, here, I'll show you. I have a cat who has decided to join us. No, go. Okay, sorry. Back to what we were doing. Okay, fold that in half. This is why it's hard to work from home, because you have a cat that likes to smell. And would you stop? You're messing up my Leo. Oh, sorry guys. And there goes all my stuff. Sorry about that, y'all. You gotta love cats. Okay, back to this. Anyway, so. Okay, we're back to the beginning. You got the star, the 6-sided star. I'm gonna fold all the corners into the middle, just like you did a minute ago. And you can pause this if you need to. You can wind if you missed a step. Trying to watch and make sure you can see everything I'm doing. Okay, so it's all back to middle again. Now, here's where you change it up from the other box, because you need to make this, if you make this one the same way as you did the other one, it won't fit, because it'll be the same size. So to make this a little bit different, when you go to fold this into that middle line there, you're actually going to leave a tiny little bit of space. I don't know if you can see that right here. So, yeah, you can see the normal line. Instead of folding it up to that middle line like I did earlier, I left a little bit of space, and I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Fold it in, leaving some space. And see, remember a minute ago, they butted up against each other at that line. I mean, they were touching. Now, they're not. And this will help us later make the base or the top of the box bigger so it'll slide over. Okay, so we open this up, and we do the same thing on this side. Fold it up, but not to the middle. We'll leave that space. Both sides, leaving the space, leaving the space. See? Left the space. Okay. Now, open it up. Go ahead and pull these. Now, here's where it gets a little different. Remember how we flipped it over to get these angles kind of helped out, you know, just a little bit to kind of make them easier on us in the end. If you didn't do this the first time, This helps out a lot, especially on this part. Okay, so I flipped it back over. I got my little hexagon to little triangles. Fold in these sides. All I did was just, the creases were right there. You just kind of squish them in, and then they want to pop up. Side over here, same way. Squish these in. Fold them over. They might be a little different because remember, we didn't fold them all the way in. We left some space. So let's see how this works. Okay, so here's the difference. Out here on the edges, it's not going to be exactly along those folds. You're going to notice it's close, but not exactly close. So you might have to roll and kind of squish. Now, here's the base we made first. Here's the top. Let's see if it works. Oh, it worked. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. So now you have this cute little box that you can put things in, like gifts, right? Something somebody gave me. One of my 5th graders gave me this. And see? And then, you can decorate the outside. Happy Mother's Day, big ol' heart, however you want to do it. Turns out pretty cool, right? Little gift box. Okay. Don't forget to come back tomorrow. We've got a super special Mother's Day thing going on. I hope you guys had fun. Love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow.